have our next speaker with us, who is a dog whisperer, and that's how she likes to be addressed. But apart from that, she's a TV media professional and the founder of SoPetified. One can rightly call her a telepathic animal and nature communicator, to be very honest. And she has had many clients ranging from pet dogs to African parrots. And her clients have a very specific demand of giving feedback. So we are all exhilarated to learn more about her journey and the techniques she uses. Welcome to TEDXICT Mumbai, ma'am. Over to you.
Have you ever sat down before a plant and spent time with it? Did you feel the need to know why a plant at home has suddenly stopped growing or withered away all of a sudden? Did you ever wonder why your neighbor's dog magically just stopped barking after you looked at him once? Have you felt emotional while watching the sunset or extremely elated by just walking on the beach? Then you must have wondered why these things are happening to you. The answer to these questions is nature has been communicating with you, and you have been reacting to it subconsciously. We humans are such complex beings. We have the ability to fly to the moon and back, but we lack patience and introspection that helps us calm down and be present. Whereas, on the other hand, there's flora, fauna, birds, breeze, soil, water, who are constantly saying something to us. They just want us to stay calm and listen to them. It may sound absurd to those who think this is beyond logic, but telepathic communication is that practice which can open a whole new world of questions and answers between you and nature. What is telepathy? A friend you have been wanting to call suddenly sends you a text asking you, how have you been? That's telepathy. Telepathy is the ability to see what is in someone else's mind, to connect with them mentally without using words or any physical signals. The word telepathy itself is made up of two terms. Tele, like telephone, meaning hearing over a distance. And pathy, that is empathy, meaning feeling someone else's emotions or energies. So telepathy literally means distance feeling. I'm Sohaa Kulkarni. I'm a telepathic pet communicator. Through my pet communication company, SoPetified, pet parents get in touch with me to solve their issues regarding their pets. These issues can be behavioral or emotional, or even issues like, why has my dog suddenly become aggressive towards me? My telepathic communication journey began a few years back after my 18-year-old dog passed away. I was devastated. It took time to deal with the loss of a loved one who was subconsciously guiding me through my difficult and happy times. It was almost like she understood me. Little did I know that I was actually telepathically communicating with her even after she had passed away. So how does telepathic communication actually work? It is a mind-to-mind connect where the communicator need not meet the animal in person. Just a picture of the pet and his name is enough to telepathically dial in till the pet answers his telepathic cell phone, and then we're connected. No network issues, no battery running out. It's actually the best form of communication. You will be surprised how eager your pet is to make you understand your problem and resolve it as soon as possible. Let me give you an example. Zoe, a 7-year-old cat, had completely given up on food for almost a week. Her human was worried and wanted to know why Zoe was so disinterested in her food, which she loved earlier. After a communication session with Zoe, she revealed that her human was going through a rough patch and he was the one feeling less loved. So Zoe thought that if she shared that energy with him, she will make him feel much better. Thus Zoe was taking on the energy which her human emitted. So here's the best part about telepathic communication. We can all telepathically connect with anyone and everyone in nature. Birds, trees, animals, even a cockroach. But if we listen to them, they actually show us a mirror and they actually help you understand what is right and wrong. Nature actually helps us understand who we really are and what our purpose in life is. The secret is to be humble and receptive and to allow animals to teach you. Telepathy is that ability we're all born with. Unfortunately, we're socialized out of it as we develop speech. So here's one more example. 5-year-old dog Sandy had started nudging his human every time she lay on the bed. He would come to her and nudge her at her tummy. The situation worsened when Sandy started sitting on her stomach and growling at her every time she tried to push him away. The human was completely perplexed and wanted to know what was wrong with him. Is he hungry? Does he want to tell me something? After a few communication sessions with Sandy, he shared his fears with me. So Sandy shared his fears with me. He indicated a burning sensation around the human's stomach. He was sure that every time he sat on the stomach, that comforted the human with his warmth. He wanted his human to be alert and he wanted her not to ignore medication. So I conveyed this to his human and she replied, "I'm perfectly fine and I don't have any medical issues. I'm sure it's some misunderstanding from your end." It was rather awkward, so I confronted Sandy again. "Why the hell would you embarrass me like this, Sandy? I mean, your human says she's perfectly fine. Is there something else you want to tell me?" Sandy replied, "Yes. My human has been ignoring her health issues for a long time because she's scared. She needs to get her body examined." Sandy's human completely shut off after this session. She was confident that Sandy was the one to be disciplined. Months later, Sandy's human called me, confiding in me that a while ago she got a couple of scans done because she had some issues with her digestive system. She was told that a tumor was detected in her abdomen. She was glad that she got to know this soon, otherwise things would have been worse. Sandy was the one who made her realize that she was the one who was ailing. We humans carry ego on our shoulders. We compare, we assume, and then we end up getting disappointed and disgusted. In short, we are terrible when it comes to listening and understanding other beings. I would like to share a recent lost pet case that took place during this pandemic lockdown. Burfi, a 2-year-old indie dog, just left his house one night and refused to return. After a few communication sessions with Burfi, he replied he didn't want to go back home. Now the thing is, it's rather awkward to explain this to the family who is now frantically looking for their pet. How the hell would I tell them that Burfi wants a break from you? Burfi wanted them to sort out their internal issues. He wanted one of the humans to move on, just the way he did. Animals are the ones who are constantly guiding us and giving us a direction. Unlike us humans, animals are pure souls, so it's easy to connect with them. They have no hatred, malice or envy. All they want to do is show us a mirror so that we stay grounded and humble. So next time your pet misbehaves or a plant gives up on you, ask them what is wrong. You will be surprised with the reply you get. Maybe that's the answer you were looking for to solve your own issues.